organisation called the Irish Defence Forces. Some of you may have heard of us, others may not. But I suppose the first thing I want to say to you, the Irish Defence Force doesn't belong to me or Laura or the uniform. It's actually belonged to everybody. It's belonged to you. Because the Irish Defence Forces is here to serve the state and the citizens of the state. And we are all citizens of the state. And we all start from that premise that we serve and we're here to serve. So you, at your early stage of life, you may or may not have heard of us. So just for a few moments, let's take a look. I know that all looks very exciting, but let me tell you a small bit about me, and that might give you a flavour and a taste of what potential lies within the Defence Forces for you. 1984, I know some of you here that says, my God, how old is he? How long ago? You can calculate very quickly. I actually left school up the road here in St. Flannan's in Ennis. I used to know Laurel Hill very well, actually, during my time in St. Flannan's. And I joined the Defence Forces straight from school. And over that time, I would have to say that the comradeship, the variety I have had in my career, and I suppose in total the socialization that I have experienced and the support has been second to none. There has been no 2 days, I can honestly say with confidence, that I have done the same thing. Not 2 days in my whole career that I have done the same thing. Primarily over that time, I've spent an awful lot of my time as a search and rescue pilot. I have done hundreds of air ambulance missions, both internally in Ireland, but also to the UK. I have served and worked with and flown supporting to every head of state in this country since the early 80s, or the mid 80s, right through to the present president, every Taoiseach that has existed in that time. I've met the Clintons, flown with the Clintons, Tony Blair's, met the Queen, supported her flights, Barack Obama, and many, many more. But that's just my career as we've seen it going through. In the post-war era in Bosnia, I spent a year there supporting and trying to rebuild the stability in that country. And I have been a special envoy with the UN on missions to the Congo and also to Kenya. So the variety that this career has offered me as an 18-year-old, I could never have envisaged, never in my lifetime. And to you, you are fortunate that we can produce videos like this, the technologies of today, and how we can tell and build storyboards to show you that career paths that are available to you are second to none. And we're very fortunate, and you're very fortunate, that you can get this lens that you can now look at and look at the career potentials that exist for you. So, what are the career paths? The Defence Forces is made up of 3 streams. It's the Army, the Navy, and the Air Corps. I obviously belong to the Air Corps, and I'm fortunate to be the head of the Air Corps at this time. The Defence Forces are serving at the moment in 13 different missions, 12 of them on land and 1 of them at sea. And some of you might be familiar with the stories of the Mediterranean and the unfortunate crisis that still exists there today. And we as Ireland, we as a people, the citizens of this state, are doing our best and supporting through our Defence Forces on that sea. So that we need people in every walk of life and every skill sets to support the Defence Forces, to enable the Defence Forces to do their job. We need plumbers, painters, plasterers. We need gunners, we need flyers, we need technicians, we need electricians. We need every form and shape. So I ask you to open your minds to the potential of the Defence Forces if it's something that grasps you or ignites a little bit within you. So how do you get into the Defence Forces? Well, there's 3 primary ways that you can get in. I know there's 4 up there, and I'll speak about the 4th. But we have a career path through a cadetship, which is a career path I would have chosen and was fortunate enough to gain. We also have direct entry. That's where we take graduates, people with qualifications, or people with special skill sets that we require, and we advertise. And then we have general service recruitment, which we do at least 2 or 3 times a year. And all of these are through social media and through online systems, and also through the national media and national press, as you would normally be familiar with. The 4th is the reserve. So if it doesn't grab you at this point in time and you want to go to college and do it, there's also centers where we actually have the reserve forces. So these are forces that you actually join, and you get a taste for life, and it is compatible with a normal, with a profession external to the Defence Forces, but you can also support and feed into the state and the Irish Defence Forces through the reserve services, where all of these skill sets and all of these 3 streams that I spoke about, the Naval, Air, and Army, you can do through the reserve forces. So, is this career for you? I can certainly say it will offer you challenge. It'll certainly offer you variety, and it will also offer you education, because we in Defence Forces are pledged to the continuous professional development of our people, because we value our people, but we also know the added value that education can bring to the organization. And that comes through education. I left as an 18-year-old and entered the Defence Forces. I'm a qualified pilot. I'm a licensed national, international, European licensed pilot, but I'm also a level 9 master's degree and a higher diploma from Smurfit's. So I'm just giving you the evidence that's there, and that exists throughout the organization. And it's up to you how you gain the best that you can possibly get if you join the Defence Forces today. We're very much family-friendly orientated. We value our people, and we also know that we're a part of a bigger family, and without the support of the bigger family within the Defence Forces, we can't function properly. So therefore, the Defence Forces is not about the people in it. It's about the wider community of the family, and it's about the wider community of the state. And the final piece and thought I want to leave you with is that we build the skill sets. We're not in a business. We're in the business of people. Each one of you has the potential, and each one of you have skills within you to be a leader. We will nurture and develop and grow that leadership skill within you. At the center of our leadership are our people. And you have the potential within you to lead, because we in the Defence Forces espouse that everyone will be a leader. Everyone in our organization is a leader. And we ask people to assign themselves to the values that we promote for genuine, authentic leadership. And that is respect. Respect for yourself, for each other, and for those around you, for the state, and for the job you do. If you have that respect, you will have the loyalty of your comrades, and you will have the trust of all of those around you. And with that, you can lead, and you can live a very fulfilled and valuable life, and one that is valued by those around you and about the state. And from an Irish Defence Forces point of view, I would commend it to you as a career. For somebody who has 33 years service, and many more years service hopefully ahead of me, I can only commend it to you from my eyes and my view. And I hope that in some of you, that I've lit a spark perhaps, that you will explore a little bit further into that area of the Defence Forces. We have people outside of the hall, and Laura will be available to speak to any of you through the exhibitions. And also we have, of course, online, which all of you probably will access a lot quicker than I would, to where you can find us and where you can find out more about us. And I invite you just to open your minds to the potential of a career and a skill within the Defence Forces if it grabs you. Thank you all very much.